I can honestly say I've been through every emotion realistically since December. I'm in a situation where like, I'm just glad to be back. It's been highs to where it's like, yeah, I can't wait to get my belt back, to super lows to the point where it's like, I don't even think I want to do this.
Jalil, he's been on the big stage since he was 16. He was on the big stage in the amateurs. He's used to this. This is what he was made for. There is no plan B.
Cologne, 96-94. Luis Ruiz, 96-94 for Jose Roman. Carlos Colon, 96-94 for Jalil Hackett. Gerardo Martinez, 96-94 for your winner by split decision.
I'm happy with the performance, y'all. I can't ask nothing else of you. Don't hang your head. That's part of this game, champ. That's part of this game. I'm not tripping off none of this shit. I know what we did. I know what we did. I know what you did. I couldn't actually do nothing else. We knew coming in this joint, we had to get a knockout. But I'm not tripping off that. I'm not tripping off this, y'all. Ain't nobody ever gave us nothing, y'all. So why would we expect somebody to give us something now?
Right. All you do is keep taking. That's it.
We good. We good.
Can't take anything for granted, bro. I took a lot of shit for granted. A lot of times, in the gym or just in general, I took a lot of shit for granted, bro. So it's just like, can't take shit for granted and ain't nothing promised.
So what's been the major thing that kind of kept you steady focused and motivated?
The future. What's ahead? A win in this fight right here puts you back in a situation where, you can contend for a title potentially, or you're in a better light. Where a loss almost nearly completely derails you. So that's been the biggest motivation.
Speak on this upcoming fight. We're tomorrow will be 14 days away.
Yeah.
2 weeks. How do you feel about that?
I feel great, man. A lot of people in this situation, they say they feel optimistic. But I don't feel optimistic, This is a situation where I know what I'm getting into. I seen this guy before, he seen me before. So the feeling is anxious. Like I'm overly anxious to get back in there and show everybody that the first fight, it was a great fight. Hats off to him for, accomplishing something that he wanted to accomplish, getting a win over a young guy like myself. But this go around right here will make people almost forget the first fight.
I don't feel he lost the fight, but I do think he should have been more dominant in that fight. I think when you are reaching for a certain level in the sport, you can't be average. That's the one thing I do tell him all the time. And sometimes I think young people can get sort of lackadaisical. Won't say completely lose focus because he works hard, but sometimes you gotta go back to what got you where you are. know Jalil even from the amateurs or coaches or fighters that know him, if he lost to you, he wanted to fight you again. Because everything about him was give back. He loves that part of it. He came out that motherfucker. That believe that shit. Young boy was like, oh shit. Okay, hey man, your son's on the floor. They were in the sauna. He said, we was all talking about boxing. He stood up, said, I gotta go run again. Whoop, bloom.
Doing my workout, you know, last day shit before the weigh-in. And like I was, you know, about to leave out the sauna type shit to go run again.
Yeah.
And like when I get up to get out the sauna, I slip. And like, I don't know, I should have broke my fall with my hands. I don't know why. But like I tried to, when I was slipping, I tried to break my fall. Like when I feel like catch myself, you know, nigga got reflexes. But I landed on that shit wrong, bro. That shit immediately got fat. This shit just unreal, bro. I don't know what the fuck.
It's just a patience thing at this point, bro. It's like, honestly, bro, my folks always tell me, bro, you can only control what you can control, bro. And this shit is just some shit you can't even control. So it's like, you gonna trip about it, go through the motion and shit, but it's like, it's literally
It's
nothing
like,
you
why
can
now?
do. Yeah. Yeah.
Just why now?
Yeah. Nah, I definitely feel that, but God work in mysterious ways, bro. And we never really know how he really gonna move by a certain situation. All you gotta do is really have faith that you gonna end up on top of any situation he puts you through. Just see past all this bullshit that's happening right now and just be like, alright, cool, this happened. Let's find out how I can still end up on top of this situation and shit like that. Cause shit already happened. There's nothing you can do to save the day, anything like that. So it's like, what's my next step? What's my next move? That's just to get healthy and then figure it out. It ain't the end of it, nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
This shit just...
Yeah, it's just in the fucking way. Just another obstacle, bro. Shit don't stop, shit don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your time with this shit.
Jalil had a rematch schedule, right, Jalil?
Yeah.
And then you had an injury while you were working out?
Yeah, it was, you know, back half, you know, get the last few pounds off.
Yeah.
I was coming out of the sauna, slipped, lost my foot. I landed on the ball of my ankle.
It's key. Yeah. Life be what it is and you can't be stressing about what it's gonna be. Time still gonna pass, you coming first or last, homie. Talking inside the mirror like kids, it just keep it going. They need to give them a reason to see that life is important. Lonely days I pray and feel like nobody else coming. But it get better, keep your head up, hit the ground running. Mind stuck on a million, heart stuck in the trenches. Trying to forget some memories, I'm thinking the drugs and hit it get better. It get better, it get better, it get better. One day it get better.
I wanted to get right back at it. You know, I felt like this situation was taken from me because of a fluke injury. But yeah, it was what it was. I tried to push and get back, but that didn't make anything better. It actually hurt me because when I actually went to my primary physician, they told me I had a dislocated fibula, and you know it go from you think you got a rolled ankle to now it's something that's completely different. So you know, I was in physical therapy for about a month straight. You know, I was grinding. You know, I was going hard. You know, a month straight of physical therapy. After 2 months after the injury, I was medically cleared to go back to full working out again. Now, you know, flash forward to where we are now. You know, I'm just ready to get back in the ring. Between December and now, I've been through it all. I had people that was around leave. I had people who told me, they felt one way about my career and how things was going. Switch up. I feel like, it's been fucked up. A lot didn't happen between December and now. So it just makes me. It really woke me up to help me understand who's really in my corner. Who really fuck with me and who don't. So that's really that.
So overall, what has the situation taught you so far?
It just taught me, you gotta know who really with you. You gotta know who really with you and who just around because there's glitz and glamour. I had my dad tell me, say, man, shit, when you be in the club, it's 100 niggas in the club with you. 100 niggas come to the club with you. He said, where them niggas at right now?
Highs and lows. I mean, when you think about it, this was the first year that Jalil had to be a complete man within himself. He got to see people for people. The same people that rose with you when you didn't have anything, those are the people that were still in the same position in life with him when that happened. For the people who were fans, I call them the leeches, the ones that just hold on to suck you dry, he saw that those people were fair weather friends. And I think at first he had a lot of feeling of regret, not for who he was friends with, but how he took and didn't respect the friends that were there from the beginning. That was the first step in becoming a better version of him as a man. Jalil has always been a humble person, but sometimes the light can grab you so fast to where you don't realize you don't have a shadow anymore. I think up until 18 years old or 17, I was given all the direction. So it's like my father make the decision, I just carry the decision out. I think after that, when I said, hey, it's time for you to start inputting on your decisions, I think some of that may have been overwhelming, but I don't have a problem with it because the goal was to make him into a complete man, then make him into a complete fighter. And I think adversity is what makes you know who you really are. It's not when everything's going perfect, it's when things are shaky. And I think Jalil found out who he really was, not just as a person, but who he is as a fighter.
Doghouse. Yeah, we went up to the doghouse in New York before the Shakur Stevenson card.
Jalil was all for it. Jalil liked to fight. Everybody know that. And to me, when we knew about it, Jalil actually mentally was saying, let me be in shape for this.
But no pun intended, this takes it to a different level. I mean, you should have to pay to see this. Jalil Hackett, Rashidi Ellis in the building. I have to stand, I feel like, just to acknowledge what's happening right now. 3, 2, 1. And here we go, round one of a matchup that should be on pay-per-view. As Jalil Hackett, big left hook from Hackett. Right away, corner. And here comes Jalil Hackett. Short right hand there from Rashidi Ellis. Here comes Hackett. That was nice work to the body there from Hackett. And another nice shot to the body from Jalil Hackett. And Hackett wants to talk his stuff. And he goes to the body again. Rashidi upstairs with a left hook. That's the end of it. There it is.
I think a lot of people who saw Jalil was like, wow, Jalil in shape, because they're used to seeing him so big when he doesn't have a fight. So for him to be in shape, be prepared physically and mentally, and you saw a smile on his face. Most of the time Jalil just got a stone face, but you saw a smile on him, you saw him feeling good about the atmosphere, feeling good about everything. That, I think, carried over to the ring. One thing I do want to do is I want to give a special shout out to Rashidi Ellis, because it was a lot of fighters with names that were up there. And, you know, hey, we could have sparred with a lot of dudes. Didn't want that work. When the opportunity came to present to Rashidi Ellis said, let's get it in. So just as much as Jalil was able to put on display his ability, it only is able to be fully manifested when you have high quality guys in the ring with you. So I always will show the utmost respect to Rashidi Ellis. Being able to show who he is, show what he can do, quality guy in a setting where you had maybe the most influential man in boxing right now, Turki Al-Sheikh, and then you also had his promotion company, Matchroom's president, being there, Eddie Hearns. I think you got to see what the potential and ability of him going forward could be.
We did good, you know, we had a hell of a day of sparring, and the Turk was there, he liked what he seen. My team got back to me and said, you know, we could potentially be fighting on the 3-day card that Bud and Canelo are having, and you know, they said, you know, they like what they saying, so that's how we end up on this day in September.
We make this bitch transfer your partner.
All or nothing. All or nothing. The young man that we're fighting, Elijah Vines, tough young man, tough Philly bred guy, another city that's based on hard-nosed fighting. I know he's gonna come to break it. If you just think, and like I said, it's never dealing with anything out of you know, puffed up with pride, but this is his Super Bowl. This is the biggest fight that young man has been in. Jalil, he's been on the big stage since he was 16. He was on the big stage in the amateurs. He's used to this. This is what he was made for. There is no plan B.
God, you know what we've been through in these past couple months. You know, I just want to keep it short and brief with you. You know, we're going to get out of here. You know, me and my opponent are going to make it home safely, but we're going to leave here victorious and prepare for 2026 and everything else they got ready for us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Ep.6 by Hey, bang out. Why would I quit when I'm might be the day? I came out with friend when they tried to throw me in the lines down. I'm trying to help them get some money. Little bruh still be trying to spend. I done made it through so much and through it all.
Keep jumping, jump! Keep working!
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside the underground, referee Tom Taylor shuts this battle down at 33 seconds of round 3 for your winner by technical knockout, Jalil Major Hackett!
Feelings getting deeper, I'm rushing home to record it. Picky how I'm picking them, know what I got to offer. Writing down the hook that I'm trying to turn to a profit. Spitting in the booth, tell Cam, check the thermostat. Catching her.
All the guys in my gym back at home, some of y'all boxing gym, Coach Rico, Coach Jonathan, all of them. Man, I've heard loss. I'm trying not to cry. It's okay, let it out, big man. I took my first loss in December last year. I was supposed to be in the rematch in March. I got injured. Bro, people talk bad about me after last trip, bro. They just run me off. So it's like, to get back here, even this, leading up to this. You know, they say you kind of got 8-0, he's gonna beat you. You're gonna be working at Walmart after this fight. I was like, nah, bro. I ain't have to give up on myself. Give it up, folks, come on. I can guarantee you this, Jalil. You're not gonna be able to
the wisdom, see what the difference is. Say allegations, make niggas stop out the rest.
That are here supporting you on the underground. Tell them you'll find a message tonight.
Hey man, everybody who stuck with me through all of this, I appreciate y'all. If you switch sides, stay over there. You know, we're looking to take over 154. You know, Abash, you just beat old boy for the interim WBA. I need that. Xander, you got a WBO. I need that. I'm on everything at 54, man. So, you know, back in the gym one day. Well, shit, today Thursday. I fuck around giving the gym Friday. I fly home tomorrow, so I fuck around doing that this Friday. Coach Rico, Coach John, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
He says at home in the gym tonight. He made it home at Underdog. Folks, give it up one more time for your winner, Jalil Hackett.
Hey, Pat, take that. Take that, Pat. Where the step? Oh! This is after believing. This is after Hit the butt! Hit the butt!
That's all that shit you ain't after you motherfuckers weighed in. That shit coming back.
Yeah, I take a shit.
Just run straight in the bathroom, don't stop.
God.
Kenny, you know how that nigga be stinking, man. Everybody in this show, it's like that. That nigga be stinking. Run, go,
Move around with
go
it.
to the left.
Hey, Cairo. What I tell you, Cairo? I told you I was gonna build that nigga, man. Told you.
What did he tell you? He was one round off when he said 4. That shit was 3.
Did the grass sunset?
We ain't been still up. Now time to go to bed to go to school, but we ain't been still up.